Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like two strong setups. Let's have the commentators introduce them.
Alright, hi there, this is Kill2, I'm with Darius Johnson, and we're watching -10 versus VOLTRON, or We Form VOLTRON, in Alliance Tournament 8. For -10 on the left, we have 3 Hurricanes, 2 Brutixes, 1 Oneros, and 3 Ruptures.
And for We Form VOLTRON, we have 3 Sleipners, 3 Hounds, a Manticore, a Saber, a Hugin, and a Scimitar.
Now, something these bomber teams do, which we didn't talk about too much last week with the this type of composition, is the Sleipners kind of act as a barrier between all the battlecruisers from the -10 team and the bombers. So the Sleipners will have some tackle, and when these battlecruisers try to come through, the Sleipners are going to tackle, and that's going to make it really hard for the -10 team to get to any of the bomber DPS or the E-War that a team would be fielding, in this case just the bombers. But I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. The ranges are kind of weird. Both teams warp to like 50k from the beacon at kind of awkward angles. They're pretty close to each other, actually. And there go the bombs, and match starts, sorry.
Yes, and we have, I think, 4 bombs out, and immediately the -10 team takes a giant hit from those bombs.
Holy crap, almost killed all 3 Ruptures, took 4 or 5 of the battlecruisers down to half HP. That was amazing. Perfect bomb hit on that team.
And as we're underway, one of the Hounds is taking a little bit of damage, but they're going to have a hard time coming back to this. Already 2 ships down on the -10 side. There's only 1 ship, the Oneros, which was at range, is really the only ship that hasn't taken any damage as a 3rd ship goes down.
Like, have fun flying the Oneros when your entire team takes 50% of his HP and damage in the first 2 seconds of the fight. No damage at all being taken by VOLTRON's team right here. They're easily repping back a couple battlecruisers that have been able to catch up and do some damage to those bombers. We're down to only a Hurricane, 2 Brutixes, and 1 Oneros. All the Ruptures gone, most of the Hurricanes gone for -10.
Yeah, this isn't going to last much longer at this point. The Hurricane's in structure and is dropping. The 2 Brutixes are at half armor. Really, it's only the Oneros that hasn't been touched, and he can do whatever he likes as long as it's a rep.
Yeah, there goes another Brutix. This is just total carnage. I think this setup that VOLTRON brought, which is similar to a couple other setups we saw in week 1, is going to be the kind of setup to beat going towards finals weekend in this tournament. It's so powerful. Those bombs, though, really told the story in this match. If they wouldn't have done so much damage, -10 might have had a little bit of time to get over and try and break up this this team a little bit. But with that kind of bomb accuracy, there's no hope at all. And now just the Oneros left. He's webbed already. It'll only be a couple seconds till they bring him down too.
Yeah, and one of the key things about using the bombs is getting within range to use them. And a mistake a lot of people make is using different types of bombs. And if you mix your bomb types when you launch them, they're just going to blow each other up. I believe we saw that in a match last week, as the Oneros hits about half shields.
You know, speaking of bomb range, I wonder if that was really bad luck, actually, on the part of -10. They warped to 50 on the beacon, which is a little strange for a battlecruiser team, but they might have been able to scan this bomber team before the match and had a good idea that's what they were up against, and intentionally warped to 50 so that they could control their ranges and split up a bit before the bombs were able to come. But since they warped at such close angles, they actually ended up right where they didn't want to be, which is 30k right from the get-go from those bombs, and it just worked out perfectly for VOLTRON.
Yeah, another thing that tends to work out perfectly too, I know that we've seen it in the tournament before, is a lot of the time the other team will see the bombs and attempt to micro-warp drive away from them. Micro-warp driving will actually increase the amount of damage done by the bombs, so it's generally a not good thing to do.
Yeah, so it's good to do if you can get away from them, but bad to do if you can't. Just, you know, right now, VOLTRON looting, trying to get as much ISK as they can to pay for that flagship they fielded last week in case they lose it later in the tournament, I guess. And now the damage is coming back, and the Oneros will go down real rapidly, and that'll do it. Really awesome match. Maybe my favorite so far from We Form VOLTRON right here, and with that, we will go back to Soundwave.
Thank you very much, guys. We have one more match coming up, of course. That is Circle of Two versus Red Overlord, and I'm just going to wrap this match up by reading a post from the forum. The thread title is Pro Team for Alliance Tournament Teams You Shouldn't Need, and the thread simply states, Stop micro warp driving into bombs.